Hello, and a very warm welcome to all the students from Europe Hotel School. It's fantastic to have you with us. Today, we're going to dive into something it's absolutely crucial for the future of hospitality. We're talking about technology, but more importantly, how we can protect our guests and our businesses in this digital age. My hope is you'll walk away with some really valuable insights for your careers. All right, let's jump right in. We talk a lot about first impressions in hospitality. But these days, that first impression, it isn't always the smile at the front desk. The moment a guest walks through your doors, their digital welcome begins. And it all hinges on one single, invisible connection. So I want you to really think about this for a second. Your guest has just checked in. They've got their key. They walk into their beautiful room. Before they even think about dropping their bags, before they look at the view or check out the minibar, what's that one thing, that almost universal first step for every single one of them? Yep, you guessed it. They connect to the Wi-Fi. It's not even a luxury anymore, is it? It's just expected. It's like running water. This seamless internet connection is the absolute bedrock of the modern guest experience. But here's the thing. That very foundation, it can have some pretty scary cracks in it. And that's what we're here to talk about. Because that amazing convenience, that essential service you're providing, it can also be the single biggest vulnerability for your guests and, let's be honest, for your hotel's reputation. It's a massive, invisible threat, hiding right out in the open. So, the most common type of attack we see in this environment is something called a man-in-the-middle attack. And honestly, the name says it all. Imagine your guest is trying to have a private conversation with their bank online. A hacker literally just slips in between them and the internet, listening in on everything. It's like a digital wiretap. Now, you might think this sounds super high-tech and complicated, but what's terrifying is how easy it is. Here's how it goes down. Step 1. A hacker sets up their own little Wi-Fi hotspot. We call it a rogue access point, and gives it a name that looks legit. Something like hotel_guest_Wi-Fi, instead of hotel_Wi-Fi_guest. See how easy it is to miss? Step 2, your guest, in a hurry to get online, connects to the wrong one. And just like that, step 3, game over. The hacker is now intercepting everything. Every password, every email, every credit card number. Okay, so that's pretty bleak, right? How on earth do you fight an invisible enemy that's tricking your guests? The old ways just don't cut it anymore. What we need is a totally new way of thinking. We need a defense system that's as smart, as fast, and as adaptive as the threats themselves. We need something like a digital immune system for our hotels. And that's not just a fancy metaphor. It's actually how this technology works. Think about your own body's immune system. It doesn't have a list of every single cold virus in the world, right? No, it just knows you. It knows what's normal for your body, and the second something abnormal appears, it attacks. This AI does the exact same thing for your network. It learns what's normal, what healthy looks like, so it can spot trouble instantly. So let's break that down, because this is a really fundamental shift. Traditional security, on the left, is like a security guard at the door with a photo album of known bad guys. If someone new and dangerous shows up, a threat they've never seen before, they walk right in. It's purely reactive. But the AI approach, on the right, it's proactive. It's not looking at a list. It's learning the unique rhythm, the pattern of life of your specific hotel network. That means it can spot brand new threats, the unknown unknowns. And crucially, it responds on its own, at a speed no human ever could. So what does this pattern of life actually mean in a hotel? Well, the AI learns the little details. It knows that guest devices usually stream Netflix or browse social media. It understands that the computers at the front desk are constantly talking to the reservation system. It even knows what your smart thermostats are supposed to be doing. So when a guest's phone suddenly stops acting like a phone and starts trying to sniff the network or move laterally, which is just a fancy way of saying it's trying to break into other devices, the AI knows immediately. That's not normal. That's a huge red flag. Okay, so detection is one thing, but that's only half the story. The real magic, the real game changer, is what happens next. It's all about stopping the threat before it can do any real damage. And we're not talking about a security team getting an email alert. We're talking about action, in seconds. All right, so let's play this out. Our hacker is in. The AI has just spotted that infected guest phone trying to poke around the network, looking for other victims. The attack has begun. The clock is officially ticking. This is when the AI's response system kicks in, and it takes what can only be described as surgical action. This is so important. It doesn't just panic and shut down the Wi-Fi for the whole hotel. That would be a disaster for the guest experience. No, it's incredibly precise. It targets only the source of the problem. And how fast does this happen? Less than 2 seconds. Just think about that. In the time it takes you to blink twice, the threat is identified and neutralized. A human IT team, they might not even see the alert for an hour, maybe more. By then, it's far, far too late. This is what machine speed truly means. And the result? That one malicious device is instantly blocked off from the rest of the network. It's put in a digital quarantine. The attack is over before it even really began. And for everyone else in the hotel, the other guests, they have no idea anything even happened. Their Netflix show doesn't buffer, their Zoom call doesn't drop. The guest experience for everyone else remains completely untouched. So when you boil it all down, this isn't just about cool tech or stopping hackers. It's about something much more fundamental to our industry. It's about protecting the single most valuable asset we have, our guests' trust, and by extension, our hotel's hard-earned reputation. The whole philosophy behind this is what we call prevention by detection. You're moving away from a world where you're constantly cleaning up messes and dealing with data breaches after they happen. Instead, you're stopping the attack in its tracks, at the very earliest stage, before any real damage can ever be done. You're not a firefighter anymore. You're a fire marshal. And there's another really powerful business tool here. The system can actually generate its own reports. We call it native evidencing. Now, why does this matter? Well, imagine you have a big corporate client booking a conference. Their security team wants to know what you're doing to protect their data. Instead of just saying, "Don't worry, we've got it covered," you can hand them a detailed, AI-generated report that proves it. It turns security from a simple promise into a verifiable, tangible asset. So I want to leave you with this one final thought to take with you. As the future leaders of this industry, you're not just managing rooms in restaurants, you're curating experiences. And in a world where our entire lives are on our phones and laptops, what does luxury really mean? Maybe, just maybe, in this era of digital everything, true peace of mind is the most valuable luxury of all.